Life lessons that I learned in my trip to California. California is such a beautiful place. Lovely beaches, broad roads, so much of greenery, and so many celebrities stay there. And the lessons that I've learned there, number one, ideas matter more than titles. People there, they care less about your job titles or your hierarchy. I have seen students discussing startup ideas with experienced founders and engineers pitching in their ideas casually over coffee. So what I learned was that your value comes from your thinking, not from your status or hierarchy. Second is, failure is public and it's okay. Like, you'll find so many cultures where, in case if you have failed somewhere, you don't mention about it. But there, people wear the failure badge proudly. There was a startup meeting, and in that startup, companies had come, and they were exchanging their ideas, and uh, there was people, so many of them, they stood up and they said that, well, my last startup failed. So I learned this thing that failure is a feedback and not identity. Third was, confidence is practiced, it's not inborn. Like, I attended a lot of networking events in San Jose. So, there were many confident speakers, and I was listening to them. So, the person sitting next to me, he said that, this fellow who's speaking so well, he was not a confident speaker. I said, really? Kehte, yes. Kehte, he has been practicing constantly. He has been attending networking events weekly, and he has gone to so many strangers and spoken to them in front of the strangers. So I realized that confidence is a skill, but built through repetitions, not a personality trait. Fourth is, environment shapes ambitions. Like, I had, like, if you are near a Stanford University or you're near a startup hub, it changes the way you think, because everyone around you, if they are discussing about building companies, launching products, solving big problems, it automatically raises your personal ambitions. So I realized this lesson, which I learned, was that where you live strongly influences you. And then, of course, I had learned that there, people, they invest in experiences, not just possessions. Their people, they are not chasing materialistic things. They all spend money on experiences, road trips to, Pacific Coast Highway, or a weekend to a national park, or beach gatherings. I realized that, they all, of course, they make memories and experiences. They prefer to take experiences more in enjoying the place, and not that possessing a car. They would prefer buying a cycle and cycle across the whole country that way. So, what I learned was that memories and experiences often create longer lasting happiness than materialistic things. And then the sixth, what I learned there was, reinvention is always possible. In Hollywood, there were so many people, they had, they changed their profession, and they moved from one country and they came to join Hollywood, and they started pursuing that art or the film, and nobody finds it strange. So what I realized was that, your life can change directions many times, and that's natural. So, in short, if I have to tell you that, my staying in California, it quietly teaches a mindset. Think bigger, accept failure, keep reinventing yourself, and surround yourselves with ambitious people. And of course, very important, enjoy the experience, not the materialistic things.